everyone, Jake here from Recruit Ready Fitness, and this evening I'm having a really quick chat with Cam. Cam has recently completed a 12-week personalized program working with myself and the team at Recruit Ready Fitness, and actually just been loving it so much he's dived straight into his second program, working with us in preparation for enlistment into the Australian Army down the track. So Cam, do you want to take a moment to introduce yourself real quick, maybe give a little bit of background on your training so far?
Okay, my name is Cam and I am down here in Victoria. So before joining on with Recruit Ready Fitness, I was basically just going into the gym, sort of doing my own routine, no really structure, not keeping track of what weights I was lifting or any numbers I was reaching. And then I actually got recommended to approach Jake from a friend, which also aligned with my pursuit of joining the ADF, and signed up with Jake for a 12-week program, structured in terms of... I haven't looked back, yeah.
Awesome, man, awesome. Look, it's definitely been a lot of fun, and seeing you progress week in, week out has been really rewarding as well. So when you first, you said you were referred by a friend, and when we first connected, like, what were you doing at that time to work on your fitness, and what made you feel as though you maybe should seek some assistance?
I just felt like I wasn't structured, or I didn't have a goal in mind. I felt like I was just doing the movements, but not really having a sense of where I wanted to get with it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And how was that working for you at the time?
It really wasn't working. It was just sort of going through the motions, and that was really what it was.
Yeah. And compared to, I guess, jumping on the program, like, what was some of the sort of most noticeable differences that sort of stood out to you as opposed to what you were doing previously?
I've definitely seen an increase in strength, not only strength, but what my cardio performance would be in terms of running, sprints, things like that. And from each session, I could see the progress and how I, could lift more weight or run faster, run further in a set time frame.
Yeah. So it really just comes down to the structure of the actual workouts themselves as well. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah. The structure of the workout, approaching different body parts in the same workout, how that was structured in the workout plan. Whereas before, there probably wasn't any involvement of multiple body parts in the one workout.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
So you weren't some muscle groups you might have just been doing bits and pieces, and other muscle groups you might not have even been targeting at all, sort of thing.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, fair enough. And if you haven't been shown or been given that guidance, it's hard to know where to start sometimes, isn't it? So
and not only that, it's the warm-ups that the examples that you provide are probably also a huge part of just the workout in general, being having that flexibility, that movement before you even approach certain exercises.
Definitely. Just being mindful of the importance of that for, like, injury prevention and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. Spot on. So, had you ever done anything like that before, Cam? Had you ever worked with a PT or even like online program sort of thing?
I had no experience beforehand, no.
And like, what were your expectations coming into it? And then, like, I guess, how did you find it once you got started? Was it what you expected? Was it like...
To be honest, I was probably a little bit skeptical of just the whole online programming when I signed up. Mm-hmm. But once I got going, and once I sort of was involved with not only yourself, but people in the group, it really was such a great experience early on, which it is now. But I just felt there was so much abundance of knowledge to learn and just things to progress on and information to take in that I just had no idea that it was sort of out there.
Yeah, cool, awesome, man. So probably, I mean, you know, nothing wrong with being a bit skeptical at the start if it's something that you haven't tried before. But I'm glad you decided to, you know, trust your gut on that one. I'm sure you are
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, 100%.
So you feel as though it was quite extensive, probably more so than you expected.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. I I'm 2 weeks into my second 12-week program, and even now I'm still learning and finding out new things. So
Awesome. Yeah, man. Well,
I, I
we're
feel
we're,
it.
all, we're always learning, constantly learning for sure. So, and that's a big part of it as well. It's not just the training; it's the knowledge that you can sort of get out of it, so to speak. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So you mentioned a few things that you really liked about it, like the whole experience so far, being involved with the program. What are some of the standout features for you, like with the app, the group, just the whole lot? Like, what's kind of stood out for you?
The app has been amazing. It's such a great tool to use. I think yeah, it's probably the biggest asset that I've found with the program. Not only that is the group
Mhm.
and being able to talk with, um, I guess, people with same goals, not only fitness goals, but in terms of joining the defense force or like first responder roles.
Yep.
So and hearing different people's experiences and how they're going with their program.
Awesome, man. So if we talk like progress, like what's some of the biggest progress that you've seen in yourself, like you know, physically from where you were when you started to where you're at now?
I feel like I have, well, the photos
Mhm.
sort of speak for themselves. I feel like I've lost some body fat and gained some muscle size. But with that becomes, I feel like I've got a lot more cardio
Yeah. So like
experience in terms of like,
if we look specifically at like 2.4K run, push-ups, sit-ups, beat test, like you know, have you got some rough numbers of like where you were and where you are, sort of thing?
yeah. Well, with the beep test, I couldn't achieve the 7.4, I believe it is,
Yeah.
5. Now I can comfortably achieve that and higher, which is a huge achievement, I think.
Yeah.
And as well as push-ups, I can comfortably get 40 push-ups in for the
For the BFA.
ADF fitness test. Yeah, BFA.
Awesome.
Um,
And
yeah,
how many were you doing like in one set when you started, roughly, push-ups?
maybe just over 10,
Oh,
to
really?
15.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I'd say.
more than doubled it then. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, I know these things already. I've seen you progressing week in, week out, but it's pretty awesome when you really sort of look back at, you know, 10 push-ups to 40, you've decreased body fat percentage and your cardio's gone up as well. So really hats off to you for all the hard work you've been putting in week in, week out, you know?
well, thank you. Yeah.
Awesome, mate. So look, I guess last question I want to ask you tonight is to any aspiring, you know, military, police, first responders out there, current serving, or even just people who are wanting to, you know, up their fitness levels. What's the best advice you could give to them from your own experience the last, say, 12, 14 weeks?
I would think that if you're wanting to increase your fitness, be that, you know, in terms of wanting to join the defense force or even just the general person who wants to increase their fitness,
Yep.
definitely, I think the program's well worth your while,
Mhm.
and the results you'll get at the end, you'll be blown away. So, and the knowledge you learn along the way as well is just incredible as well.
Kind words, kind words. But what about yourself personally? Like, what have you learned? What advice do you reckon you could give? Like, if you were telling somebody else, like, what's the best advice, just sort of personally, when it comes to getting started, seeing that progress over time, sort of thing?
I think the best advice would be just try to stay consistent
Yep.
throughout the program, and don't let a setback put you back. Just try and learn from that and how you can take things away that can help you progress further.
Yeah. Yeah, spot on. That's a really good one actually, because it's a long-term game, and we're going to have good weeks and bad weeks, but you just got to sort of pick yourself up and stay consistent, keep moving forward, don't you?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Hey, Cam, you've been an absolute pleasure to work with, and I feel like it's still only early days in the grand scheme of things. A lot more goals to work towards and progress to come, I'm sure.
I agree. Yes, lots more to achieve together. I hope.
Oh, mate, I have no doubt. Just keep up that work ethic, and you're going to continue to do really well. So, thank you so much for your time tonight, and I'm sure we'll chat soon.
No worries, Jake. Good to talk to you. Thank you.
Cheers, mate.